Hwei everybody, welcome to the next commentary. Today we are playing some Hwei mid lane into a Aurora. Hwei is a champion that definitely outranges Aurora, and his, I missed that? Good thing she missed too. His damage is pretty absurd, and he can be a lane bully around level 6 onwards. He gets so ridiculous. The early game isn't really the best because he has like long CDs, so sometimes it's kind of hard to kill people because your CDs feel very, long. But once you get some CDR and points in your abilities to make it so the CD is shorter, then you deal a lot. You have 3 abilities that also all have 3 abilities itself, with Q being the damage, W being utility, and then the E being crowd control. For Q, the damage is usually with the QQ, in my opinion, being usually the most efficient way of damaging people. It does have AoE pushing with this lava thing that you can also spawn. I'm just going to auto-type that guy once because I know that it's going to deal a pretty significant amount. Hwei is not about usually landing one ability on the people if you want to win lane, because it is possible to win lane during the early game, but rather landing multiple hits onto people, because your passive is that when you land an ability onto somebody, it marks them, and if you land another ability, then it will get rid of the mark, and it will cause a passive trigger that will deal bonus damage. I tried hitting her to make her miss the cannon. I honestly think she did miss it. Well played by her on that, but she doesn't have Ignite, thankfully, because honestly, Aurora damage can sometimes be a big threat. So I'm just going to use this here. We'll try to E her. If it doesn't hit her, then that's pretty chill, because honestly, I feel as though even if she steps up, it's not too risky. Yeah, see, like, she just hit me with everything, and it didn't even, like, kill me, so that's kind of why I figured that it wouldn't be risky. She's just screwed. She tried killing me, but the level... Oh my goodness. The last part, honestly, was luck-based, but the rest of it was not. So I leveled up, and then I just immediately used my W shield. That is actually one of the most recent things that Riot buffed on Hwei recently. Your W is usually used to make it so your next 3 auto attacks or abilities will deal a bonus damage and give you back mana, which is WE. But when you use WW, that is a shield, and the shield is an immediate one, and then it will give you slowly a little bit more shielding if you continue standing inside of it, so that's why I was standing inside of it. And it's kind of large, honestly, for just a level 1 ability. The shield isn't that bad. So, because the shield is so large, it made it so even though she was getting me very chunked, I didn't die. I'm just going to try to lightning bolt this to get it. The lightning bolt does a ridiculous amount of damage when people are low. Otherwise, it doesn't really deal that much. I managed to kill, which is pretty convenient. I'm pretty sure I win this, so I'm surprised that she wants to fight it. She is just dead. I mean, I'll shield myself again just in case she tries to kill me, but I don't think that she'll be able to. And now we are very fed during the early game. I use the lightning bolt to help finish the Ambessa there. How the lightning bolt works is that if it hits somebody isolated, it does, like, a ridiculous amount of damage, and the damage is dependent on how low they are. So, you should think of it as a way to hit people super far away, because the range is very long on the lightning bolt. It's this. But you want to use it as, like, a finishing move. Otherwise, you can sometimes poke people with it with enough CDR, but usually you don't really... do too much with it in lane, unless this is another big thing. You get movement speed by getting that. I mean, I chunked the crap out of those guys. I don't know if there was a way for me to save them, though. The lava that you put down also, this, like, fissure thing, is so powerful for keeping people away from you, because sometimes it feels like they might initiate and stuff, and if you get hit, then it's pretty bad. I'm just gonna ulti here, honestly. If that lands, I'm pretty sure she's just dead. Got her with the flash auto attack because she was trying to run away. How Hwei ultimate works is that we just throw out an ability that will latch itself onto somebody if it lands, and then they'll slowly take damage over time, and then it will slow them and then eventually burst at the very end. And what's so powerful about your ultimate is that if you're playing versus a champion that doesn't have a way to dash, like they recently used it, and she did because she was trying to dodge the ultimate at the very beginning, they get slowed so much that you will almost never be able to miss the lightning bolt as a finisher to get them. And because your ultimate is an ability and your lightning bolt is another one, that also will do a passive trigger. So it's like a really efficient finishing move to like kill people. Now we have a lot of CDR and we're level 6. This is the point where I would say it gets kind of challenging to play versus Hwei. This is like a really, really strong point for him. And also for the E ability, usually the best way of playing around your E is doing the Grasping Claws, which is the EE. Your EE is by far the most effective thing. You can sometimes put down the snare, but usually people will just not walk inside of it. If they do walk inside of it, it will snare them, and you can like lightning bolt just to hit them from super far away. We usually use our WE on the wave every single time just to get back mana, because you get back more mana than the cost itself, so you'll always be able to sustain your mana usually at this point, and you'll just never ever go And then we just chuck QQ if we want to do big damage. The QQ is usually the most efficient way of like hitting them like that, and then since you damage them a little bit, then that just makes it very difficult for them to play. If I just ulti her there, I maybe even could have killed, but I don't play very much Hwei regularly, so might have missed an opportunity. That's okay, though. So with Hwei, you usually want to poke them a little bit, and then once they get a little bit poked, that's when you are now in a stage where you can kill if you can land a good combo. But I don't think I die here, even if you land everything, so I'm not really sure what's going on. The Mbessa wasn't level 6. Yeah, so I don't know why they tried killing me there. Hwei at full HP is not really too scared about getting ganked the way that they ganked me, so I just fought them back. I have no idea why they even attempted that. It was very strange that they ever thought there would be any chance of killing me there, especially because I'm also just looking at the map. And we can see that our teammates are nearby, so I feel a lot more confident. And also, Mbessa without level 6 ganking means that she has to use a lot of her abilities that would be good for damage just to gap close, which she did do, so then she didn't really have much damage herself. So I was really only against Aurora. But anyways, we will just base here, unless I maybe get stopped by Aurora, because I am kind of in a risky position somewhat. We'll just go Faded Ashes, buy a Darksteel, because we can probably snowball further than this. I've been part of 6 kills so far, because a lot of fights have been going on around mid lane, but hey, I'm very happy about that. I don't really think that I can get her, dude. Okay, that was a nice try. Did use my WE just to get back my regen. I'll just lightning bolt her because it looks like she's just standing still. She might be like typing to her teammates maybe. I don't really know. We saw that Mbessa's bot side, so I am alone mid lane. We can just use the QE to start shoving this out. Also creates a zone control where if she did suddenly show up, it's not that easy for her to just get me either. Yeah, so she was like, what, I think 55 to 60% HP there. I saw her W in to look for a trade, so I just immediately threw the fear in the most straight line possible because I had a feeling that she thought that I didn't know where she was. Because I hit the fear, we can land our ultimate. Because the ultimate lands, now she's slowed. Because the lightning is an execute and she's already low, it's just going to deal like a tremendous amount. That was terrible by me, but that's okay. Mistimed it. She's like super screwed. When Hwei gets fed, he becomes absurdly difficult to play versus because it feels like his range is pretty long, so it's difficult to like ever punish me without a lot of people helping. And in a lot of cases, when people do help to kill me, I can take down one of them with me. because as soon as I finish this purchase, we're just ridiculous. I would say that the purchase of the Blackfire Torch is like the true, like, I will now crush lanes so hard in a 1v1 in most cases. Because the burn effect just feels very powerful. It feels like you can always have it going onto people if they, if you're playing him well. We'll see if I can, land my abilities. It also makes it so wave clear is way easier because, like, one lava plume of your QE just clears out the entire wave instantly. So she is feeling pressured, obviously. I mean, she definitely is not feeling too good about probably stepping up and being too aggressive on me. Okay, I will just flash first. That would kill that guy, but he flashed away, but I still have another lightning bolt, and if that lands, he's just dead. So, P tried ganking. Bot lane is honestly super fed this game, so that was probably their best shot at killing me. They might have Mbessa gank too, though, because I wouldn't put it past them to try to get my shutdown. I am kind of worth a lot. The lightning bolt finishing move is so effective, though, for, killing people that are running away. Usually you'll kill, like, anybody at 30% HP at this point, as long as they don't have any magic resist. Damn, she clears the wave okay, too, huh? That's fine, though. I mean, this is still a very, very, powerful spot to be in. Bot lane died, but they did get first turret. I am also going to just base, because I have, like, a pretty nice buy here. We're not gonna, like, I think, care about getting the mid lane turret just yet. This Vel'Koz just ganked mid and used his flash, so he died because he ganked mid. maybe a bit of a mistake there. I'm gonna go Shadow Flame. Shadow Flame is very nice for, like, snowballing against squishies, and they have a lot of squishies. Also, when people get very low and your lightning bolt is used on them, you, of course, kind of deal a lot with it. See how little damage the lightning bolt does when you hit her when they're not low? It barely does anything. But it's still worth doing because runes and the burn effect kind of make up for it. Usually feels pretty nice. There's like a top fight going on, but I feel as though I would rather not roam. I think that he's just going to be on his own. There's a chance that Aurora is roaming, and he gets caught by her, but we'll see. If she does go top lane, I probably can get mid lane turret unless their team, like, bails her out. Yeah, I get the turret. First turret is ours. We have even more money to spend now. And we're good to go, I guess. I'm just going to use my ability to clear out the wave again really quickly, and then just look for another roam, potentially. Wow, they did counter gank bot lane, I guess, with the Aurora, but nothing really came of it, though. I kill that guy. Pyke is not probably able to chase that guy fast enough, is he? There's an Mbessa somewhat coming. Yeah, you kind of just missed everything. Also, this is warded, and Mbessa probably could still come bot lane and try something here. Oh my gosh, dude, Pyke, bro. Brother. Here, there's a shield on the ground if you just walk into it. I'm shielding my teammate. I put down a plume of lava to help out. We see that they're still chasing, but we're still doing good at just, like, preventing him from coming in. Hwei is extremely powerful at peeling if he's not already having people on top of him. because you can just put down the massive zoning tool, and the zoning tool is so effective of the lava because the slow effect is very good. I don't have any mana. It's so awkward. I'm gonna flash that. I'm not gonna bother. I'm worth 1,000 gold, and I don't have anything to really go here, so... I'm gonna base fully. I don't even think it's really worth it to try that. I'm gonna TP top lane. Oh, you're not coming, Draven! Dude, I literally just pinged that. I'm dead. Dude, that's so depressing that Draven didn't rotate. He pinged that he was gonna come and then just didn't come at all. That's okay, it's whatever. I can't really outplay that. There's too much CC on their team, and I tried to make it so maybe I could, like, stop some of them, but it's just way too challenging. Maybe if I was able to, like, use my E to stop the Jhin ultimate, potentially. But that's okay. The team is winning very hard. I'm up 50 farm mid lane. That's a huge amount of money. And, Hwei kind of, I would say, is always useful in almost every single possible game, even if you fall behind, as long as you get to, like, a certain number of items. And, the only way that you're ever useless is that you, for some reason, died a bunch during the early game, and you just are so far behind item-wise that you just don't deal anything. But that's not the case. We're kind of good forever now. We already deal plenty of damage. We're very, very, very powerful. We still can get caught easily, though, so I'm going to go Zhonya's. I feel like Zhonya's is a pretty efficient way of playing around that. I don't think that Pike can get that guy. I'm just going to clear out this pink ward for now. I did land my QW onto that Velikaz, but it wasn't enough. We just want to play for neutral objectives. That's usually the best way to play to, like, win at this point. So that's really what I care about the most. Another miss. Dude, you are not very on point with your hooks this game, are you? I took it. Wow. I got her blue buff. That must be very frustrating for her. Just yoinked it. I'm surprised Jhin didn't try to hit me with W. If I got hit by W there after getting slowed by Velikaz, that could have maybe ended up pretty bad for me. Dude, there's so many different objectives going on right now. It's usually not the best way to play it, but I guess that just because Draven can solo this, it should be okay. I'm gonna try to rotate bot lane, though, because... Oh, jeez, yeah, I had a feeling something like that could happen, so... Because our jungler is just pushing bot for some reason. That's okay, though. I mean, I'm not really too concerned over one, thing like that. I'll speed myself up, but I'm pretty sure that she's just gone. Is she not? You landed... Oh, nice, I killed him. He finally landed hook at the worst possible timing to land hook because I can't miss my ultimate unless he flashes. But then he literally hooked him towards us, and it's probably better for me to use my ability than him to try to land hook there because it's more efficient to have me do the finishing hit. But that's okay. At least he died in the end. At least he died in the end. So CS per minute's looking good. You know, we have almost 10 per minute. Aurora's still super far behind. I now have a defensive option for myself. Whenever I land any hit onto anybody, just 2 hits of my E plus Q, doesn't really matter what abilities I use, they will almost always be low enough then for ultimate or my lightning bolt to kill them. It only takes really 2 hits to get them low at this point because of how fed we are, which is great. I'm gonna try to TP to stop this, but honestly, it might be too challenging, so... That person dies. Lightning bolt him. He flashed, but doesn't matter. He's still screwed. The lightning bolt did hit that other guy. He sees where I'm at, so there's like no way to get him here. I'll throw out my snare, and if he for some reason stepped into it, we can get him, but otherwise there's not really much for us to probably do here. That guy will die. I just shielded myself to make it so I don't take much damage. Your EE is so effective because your EE grasping claws that cause them to go towards the center is the one that makes it so if you put like QW in the center of your EE, you can't miss. You can do the same thing with the ultimate. So I hit EE onto Zehen, and then I just press R, so if my EE does hit him, the ultimate will just stick on top of him because I dragged him towards the center of it. That's why it's so strong. Wow, I really thought that they were going to be, like, in a better position to die there. Darn. That person's dead. Nice, Pike killed the other guy pretty easily. I didn't even get an assist. It's going to take forever to do this Baron, because we are not an 80 carry. Hwei kind of doesn't really have the best types of champions for DPS on this. I think that the Lava Plume is the best way to play it, usually. So that's what I'm doing. I did just do QQ, though, just because, why not? I can't shield my teammates. We have the neutrals. The goal now is just play as it. I like how both top laners have like no kills. Like this Gragas is 1 in 5, but the enemy top laner is also 0-4, so they're both doing poorly. I'll probably go Death Cap next after this to get the really, really, really high AP number. Just speeding myself back up, making it so I can get back on the map a little bit faster. We have a secondary quest, which is because of Jhin, because there's like a lore quest just for fun, kind of. Man, I can't really get to you guys, dude. Oh. We'll Zanya's it, because honestly I don't want to get hit by the backswing of that. That was the... Oh my goodness, dude, you kind of scared me. But that would have been sick if that worked. He knocks him towards me, I fear him, and then I just get him. That would have been so good. I'm kind of playing risky here by being here, but it's sometimes kind of cool to try to outplay people when you're so strong, even though you're low. I'll just base instead, though. It's probably smarter. But yeah, as you can see, like, inside of teamfights, when people start getting very chunked, your cleanup capabilities are very good, and if you have a little bit of defensive, you can even, like, just get hit by full combos and just hit them back, and if you're fed on most characters, you're usually going to be able to beat them, because that's what being fed is all about, so you can, like, get caught, but you're not going to lose from getting caught. I guess I'll just go grab blue buff for now, because I don't really have anything to do. If we want to win the game faster than just waiting to get soul, the best thing to do is to just get an inhib, which sometimes can be challenging depending on if they have good wave clear, which is okay. but I can't really be the person to initiate to start a team fight, so we can get the turrets, like mid lane, which is very low. Just one auto attack would get it. It would probably be up to Jarvan to do that. They sent everybody to kill my teammate again, but after we get mid lane, because they sent so many people topside and didn't even get the kill, we should be okay. Does this speed up the minions? No, it does not. You can't auto-attack it. I just don't want to get flanked by Mbessa, not gonna lie. What? The Jhin ultimate? Interesting. Just one auto-attack, brother. You can't do it still? Really? I feel as though my life is a little bit more valuable because I'm kinda worth 1,000 gold, so that's why I'm not the person doing it. I don't want to be getting caught out. If Raven dies, it's just regular kills, so it doesn't really matter. Raven did get caught. We didn't really commit for the top, huh? That ultimate was pretty bad. Should be fine. I didn't hit my lightning bolts because I just can't get on top of them, sadly. Yeah, I'm just dead. Yeah, I mean, oh well. At least the game is, like, a little bit more interesting after that. I have no idea, really, what the team was trying to fight. But that's okay. I mean, we just play for the objectives afterwards. I don't really mind. We pinged that we would go top, take the turret. Draven died. Everybody started fighting. Nobody really felt like they were, like, landing any abilities for me to follow up on from what I saw. So, that's our second death. Alright. That's fine with me. We just play for the Baron, really. Getting Baron will make it so we can just siege the last bit of their base. Or we can just, like, get... Oh my gosh, he just two-shots that guy. I'm guessing that he just got one shot in the previous fight, and that's what made it so challenging to play, but... Dude, Pike. Oh my gosh, dude. I've never seen so many missed abilities before. Ooh, triple kill. I really don't want to use my ultimate on this guy. Is that okay? Wow, he just gets to run, huh? I guess that he's probably not chaseable. I didn't know if Jarvan was going to be using his ultimate or not. He's just waiting for the passive to expire, I guess. Man, I really, really would prefer to, yeah, good, not use my R. What is my RCD? 53 seconds? We don't even have a wave to hit top. I guess we'll just play for Dragon instead of Baron. We don't really have a good way of getting Baron in the first place. Mid will already shove on its own, so there's no reason to really be there. I'm assuming they don't have vision in this area. Oh, Zonya's here. I just don't want to take much damage. Wow, that hurt. What did I even get hit by? Just the passive of the thingy? Bro, how do you expect us to go in? That was a decision? Okay. I'm not really sure what that choice was. That's okay, though. I mean, at least we have Soul now. Like, if I had a way to get in, maybe the Jarvan ultimate would be insane because I could, like, follow it up, but I would have had to tank turret because he was just going so deep. I have a full death cap, 640. Draven is just fighting people to fight. I think that I'm, like, the only person really caring about playing it slow and just, like, playing for waves, because playing for waves is how you just play, like, the highest ranks. Waves is how you win games. Gragas is not going to be checking the Baron. Ooh, nice. That was a really good hit. I'm a lot more vulnerable than most other people here, so I'm not really gonna do anything. Because of that. Like, she literally just tried to jump on me. If that hit, I could die. Because I don't have Zhonya's, too. My Zhonya's is still down. Zhonya's does have a pretty high cooldown, so if I get caught, then it's pretty bad. We have never killed Jhin with my ultimate to get that, like, bonus effect. I forgot what the bonus effect even does. I think we might get, like, more magic pen or something when you do the secondary quest. Usually the secondary effects are supposed to be so minimal that they honestly don't do anything. It's not so substantial it's going to change the game. It's just supposed to be, like, mostly for fun. Jarvan's coming back mid lane. Getting caught would be bad, but if Draven gets caught, I can try to defend him. Plus, my team does have, like, a lot of survivability right now because of them having, like, full build, basically. One inhib down. We'll just go for the other ones now. We just triple inhib, and then we just have the Baron minions basically end, and then it's just over. The only way we lose is somebody would get caught in the beginning, but honestly, our catch, or their catch, really isn't too strong, is it? Pretty sure that Draven's just too strong. Nice. So, anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. That was a very long and drawn-out game that probably could have been ended sooner, but in the end, it's still a win. I was able to kind of crush mid after I just got a little bit of help. Did second most damage on the team. Aurora did less damage than everybody, so she kind of didn't really have the best game. The person that I was going against was this person, who is a D1 just mid lane player, but it's crazy that last game I had a bunch of challenger players in my game. She does have Aurora played as well, so doesn't really matter. We outranged her, and just because I got a slight lead, I was able to extend that really hard. But anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Have a great day. Farewell. Bye. Hey everybody, welcome to the Hwei in Arena. We are starting off with some gold augments. We have Marks Mage to make it so I just hit very hard with autos. Skilled Sniper, which is... we can make it where we lower the CD of our abilities by a pretty significant amount. And, of course, like, a healing one, but usually that's, like, tank-related because it's, like, HP. My teammate has Tank Engine. I would say Marks Mage is probably the play. Just make it so I deal a lot of damage with every auto. Definitely a pretty efficient thing, even though it's not really the most fun. Wow. Wait, Yasuo has crit already. That's fine, he can have it. I mean, I'll just leave. It's not really concerning because we just don't even have to fight him, really. We'll just auto-attack these. Honestly, to kill these guys, we do want to usually be poking, probably. So I'm just trying to get some auto-attacks going off. I'm just gonna flash because honestly, getting hit by a single ability from this guy can actually deal a ton, so I'm just not gonna deal with that. Yeah, I'm trying to kill him, dude. I'm trying. I put down my lava plume. I hope that we win because my teammate has tank engine, meaning that he needs to get, like, healing, but I'm pretty sure that he just can't win this just because they have a better team comp for, like, the ring at the end, but at least we got one kill. It was kind of close. It was really challenging win just because of wind wall, and there's no way to, like, stay on top of them without dying kind of quickly. Sure, we can do the Zinzao one. I mean, honestly, the other choices are pretty bad. The Zinzao one is that we just get bonus anvils as we lose HP. Everybody does. More points in my ability. Let's go for just more damage with sword boots, and usually Hwei in Arena does not feel very good to play because there's a lot better champions that do what he does, which is just try to kind of like control an area, but more efficiently, I would say. But despite that, that doesn't mean that we can't become kind of ridiculous depending on like what stuff we get. Usually with, like, champions that are good at Arena, for, like, ones that are higher win rate or usually win more frequently or top 4 more frequently, it's about... Can they get strong? They can, but the best champions are ones that don't need very specific things to become strong. And Hwei's kind of one of those where, like, if you get unlucky and get kind of trash, then you're just gonna not have a good time, so... Okay, you want to take that? Sure, that's fine. I'll just, like, kill these barrels and just auto-attack when she comes back. Too bad Zillion probably can't survive that. I killed his barrel. That's actually huge. I'm probably screwed, but we'll see. Wow, he didn't die somehow. We can't get a single kill? Dude, I was dishing out the damage. Oh, man. It's probably also because Zillion, inside this game mode, he's mostly about the Ring of Fire and stuff, so... I auto-attacked her as much as I could, but we don't really got the best way of, like, killing these guys. Rune Carver is probably something I really enjoy playing around, so I'm going to take that. Otherwise, this one is pretty good for, like, burn effects, but I find Rune Carver just more entertaining to play. So Rune Carver is the one that has your auto attacks and abilities now can trigger Energized, and when you trigger Energized, it stacks by 1 and does more damage the next time that it triggers. We do have a lot of spam, so it is kind of nice for that effect. But as you can see, it feels weird with your damage over time effects. Like, you can see that it doesn't feel like it triggers it all the time with the, like, QE. This guy gets health from running away. This guy is Darius passive. Wow. Honestly, good juking, dude. I got 2 of them, though. Wow, nice juke again. I'll just leave, dude. I'm not gonna deal with this. Guy's the GOAT. We should just go for Draven here if possible, but my Zillion just left me. That's so sad, dude. You are not playing around me whatsoever. You're kind of playing for yourself. But that's okay. Whatever. If he doesn't want to play around me, then he'll just have to res me. Good luck with that. I'm pretty sure it's not really possible. Because if Jin's ulting over here and I'm fighting Draven and I can land stuff on Draven and, like, CC him, he just needs to fight with me. It's not difficult to fight these guys. The only reason why we're losing is because we're not playing together very well at all. I'm down to have Azanias. I did this so I can maybe buy an anvil. We'll buy an anvil now. Attack speed and ability haste, nice. I don't mind that at all. So I spent less money on purchasing what I wanted, but the benefit of doing that is now we're feeling very good about this. He's gonna try to Shock Blast again, and if I get hit, it's over. Nice. We just play very patient. Good job, dude. Even if they jump on us, if we're together and he can just use abilities on me, I can definitely stall out the round with Rune Carver and we can deal a lot of damage. And of course, he can, like, keep me alive because I'm squishy, but I know that my damage output is good, which is why I figured that as long as we just play it together, there's no way that we can lose because I just need to make sure that I effectively use... We need to use Illian Ultimate effectively. Ooh. Got Jeweled Gauntlet. Wow, you're gonna have so much ability haste, dude. Holy crap. I'll just take Jewel Gauntlet. Jewel Gauntlet just makes our abilities crit, so... Now we have a 25% chance, or wait, 35% chance, because it's also giving us a little bit of a bonus from that. If we get another crit augment this game, we'll become so OP. I need your ultimate, dude. Ooh, this is really bad, isn't it? Oh, nice! Okay, I didn't die. Yo. And now we can easily win, I think. Yep. Rune Carver was able to dish out a lot. I was able to get off a decent amount of damage with my JG. I don't know if this is able to crit. I should probably test on the dummy, because this might be considered damage over time. Sometimes abilities that look like they wouldn't be considered damage over time are, because I feel like Riot does sometimes do stuff like that. So let's see if it crits. Yeah, it's seeming that it's not critting, so that means that I should be using my Q probably more frequently than Lava. Doesn't seem to be really working the way that I was thinking it would. You give me so much ability haste. Holy crap. Damn, okay. We'll just go Rite of Ruin because this is crit-oriented. It gives me a shield whenever I use an ability based off of my crit. Like, it rolls for it, and we'll make it so my JG's more effective, too. This round's kind of awkward, isn't it? Like, how on earth do we even, like, initiate on these guys? We don't really have a good way in, huh? That was really good by Zilean. He just kind of popped off there. I can't move at all, though. Still, I'm just gonna die without being able to use Anya's because Rel is just that ridiculous. Oh, her shielding is and stuns are very strong because she also has something that could make it so she stuns multiple times, so... But, now that Zilean killed one of them, I'm pretty sure we can still win this, I think. Nice. My Rite of Ruin shielded for 5,000 that round, which was very, very good. Magic Pen, heal and shield power. Heal and shield power up, I think, would not be bad for my Rite of Ruin, but... Movement speed is also really good for kiting. Like, really, really strong. But do we need a kite? Because we might be able to just win through, just getting initiated on, but we're just too tanky. Sometimes that does feel very, very nice. Healing or shielding increases your ability damage stacking infinitely. This is absolutely absurd. It can make Soraka literally, like, hard carry, so... Depending on how long the round... Oh, and they also have Chauffeur. Ooh. So Zilean is attached to Soraka. So it's all about somehow being able to kill them, but... Okay, well it turns out we can kill them. Very easily. I did an absolutely absurd amount of damage together. I guess one of the best things about having Zilean on my team is that his slow effect really makes it so they can't peel. Because the best way to play Chauffeur would be that they run away and just kite. But if they can't kite because Zilean slows them and then they get chain CC'd, Hwei is a ridiculous champion for AoE. And they're literally always together because my passive is an AoE hit. So, yeah. Kind of efficient. I'm trying to save up my money to see if I could buy another Prismatic, because honestly, if I got Sword of the Divine, it would be so cool. Sword of the Divine would make it so my crits can crit, including even, like, abilities like, from Jeweled Gauntlet. But finding Sword of the Divine is difficult, but this is what it looks like. It even gives Adaptive. It gives you a ridiculous amount of stuff. Otherwise, I'd probably just try to get, like, Death Cap ASAP just to hit very hard. Do I... But there's vulnerability, though, huh? Getting vulnerability would be so freaking crazy. Oh my goodness. Vulnerability makes it so your damage over time effects can crit, and it gives you crit, and it makes it so your items can crit. So now my Rune Carver can crit, which is pretty nice. But that doesn't mean that we still don't get just one shot by certain people, depending on what they're playing and stuff. I mean, you're gonna ult me, right? Nice. The guy just got kited out so hard. There's nothing that he can do. The slow, yeah, your slow is very crazy. They literally can't move ever. So either I can try to get like a ridiculous amount of AP, which is just the big hit ones. Otherwise, I could try to get burning effects, but I'm a big fan of usually the big hits. That's why I kind of am trying to get Sword of the Divine. It's just, I'm not sure if the best way to find Sword of the Divine would be, because it doesn't show here, would actually be rolling a marksman item. I don't know. We get to skip combat, cool, so we don't even need to fight anybody. Very nice. Rockazillion will be a problem. They're about to get kicked out. I'm not gonna go Grievous. I'm gonna just do what I wanted to do and just get more damage, because I still feel like just one-shotting them is possible. We don't even need to make it so we have anti-heal. I think we just win. Because my AP is very low. I don't really have much AP at all. Damn, poor Zillion. There's no way to win this. It's over. You just don't deal enough, dude. The Rel having Apex Inventor is terrifying. That person is very scary to go versus. Critical strike damage up. We'll take that. So I'm going to roll a marksman item, trying to find Sword of the Divine. Detonation Orb. Dragon Heart. I've heard that this got buffed recently. The AP ratio is way better. Puppeteer. Diamond Tip Spear. Crown. Shield. You know, we'll just gonna take Detonation. We tried. If I found it, I could have something going that would be kind of goofy, because I could get really ridiculous numbers of the crits, but we didn't find it, so. I've heard that vulnerability does work with Detonation Orb. So I guess that's fine. You know, I'm not really dealing much damage to this guy, I just realized. Oh. Detonation. Wow, that was a pretty long round, but it pulled through. This did a pretty ridiculous amount. Gain crit. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna save up all of my money again to look for Sword of the Divine again, because we still might be able to find it. I have so much ability haste. What happens when you overcap your crit, by the way, is that it is a very bad rate, but, you do get a little bit of adaptive. So just be aware that I get a very small amount of adaptive, or, like, AP for myself by overcapping crit, so it's not completely worthless. But yeah, it's usually not really the best. Oh. Looks like he just dies, though. And I'm gonna die without being able to use Anya's. I actually mashed it there, but I guess that because he CC'd me one time, it was just too much. Zillion should be able to, I think, still be able to res here, I believe. Unless I'm wrong, but... I think that he might actually die. Dang. Because he's not going to be able to get to me in time, huh? The only way that we win is that he gets to me, but I think that he's just screwed. No, he's screwed, yeah. Dang, he needed to be able to get to me. I feel like I probably would have just had him not try to fight for this plant and just immediately try to rotate to me. That's what I would have done. Personally. It's still fine, though. I mean, I died because I got hit by Silas, I guess, too. Damn it, dude. We're not gonna be able to afford our freaking item now. It's so sad, actually. So I guess I'll just buy a freaking death cap. I think if I save my money, I can still be able to get my next thing, so I'm going to. If we win this round, I believe I can still buy next round another prismatic, which is what I want. Okay, we're versus the Kiana, who's probably going to be able to maybe try to one-shot me, and also she has... Oh, wow, Jeweled Gauntlet on her, too? Yeah, that's kind of terrifying. Are you serious? She's gonna live? With one? It's over. It's actually over. Oh, wait. No, it's not. Not yet. Okay, it is now. Probably. Yeah, it's over. Dang it, dude. That's so lame. Well, anyways, thanks for watching. I tried. That's probably the best that we could have done. Honestly, Hwei in Arena isn't really the best, so I'll take it as a win. See you guys later. Peace out. Bye.